Good evening, everybody, and welcome to postseason softball on AM 1240 KDEC, Decorah, and at KDECRadio.net. Tonight, the Charles City Comets play host to the Decorah Vikings. The Comets 13-16 on the season. Decorah 14-17 on the season. The Comets won the one matchup between these two teams in Decorah back in June. Just 10 days ago, Decorah won both games of the doubleheader here in Charles City, winning the season series against the Comets for the first time since 2008. But tonight, it's a different ball game. The winner of this one will get the Northeast Iowa Conference champion Waverly Shellrock at Waverly on Saturday night in a game that will begin at 7 o'clock. By virtue of the coin flip, Decorah is the home team, so Charles City will bat first. The catcher, Hallie Hilligus, will bat first, followed by the center fielder, Jackie Foster. Kirby Myers at second base. Mara Forsyth as shortstop. Amanda Stout at first base. Katie Hafe, the designated player. Shea Etherington in right field. Michaela Chambers in left field. Steph Berry is at third base. And Biz Wolf doing the pitching. And Lexi Shelton will get the ball for the women of Terry Olson here tonight. As Shelton is ready to go. It's straight up 7 o'clock. And the first pitch of the game is a bunt hit down the third base line. A Stahlberger throws to first base, and Hilligus beats it out. An infield bunt single for Hallie Hilligus. A .469 hitter coming in, and the Comets with a runner at first and nobody out. And another slap hitter, Jackie Foster, to the plate. Foster hitting .308 on the season with 3 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 16 RBIs. And the first pitch outside from Shelton, 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes defensively, Lindsey Smith in left, Tori Hartman in center, and Chelsea Twait in right. Shelby Stahlberger at third, Peyton Jurlett at short, Maria Hoyme at second, and Becca Alcock at first. A changeup taken outside for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to count. Cassie Hoyme behind the plate, and Lexi Shelton on the hill. And now the slap-hitting Foster will move back to the natural right-hand side and go from there. 2 balls and no strikes to count. She squares to bunt, bunts it in the air, and does so foul. In fact, the on-deck hitter Kirby Meyer had to get out of the way of that ball up the third base side. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Hilligus with a slap single to start the ball game. And now it's Foster at the plate. Foster squaring to bunt again, does so up the third base side, and wisely Shelby Stahlberger is going to let that one roll foul. It was hit with some pretty good power for a bunt at least up the third base side, and Stahlberger was wise enough to get out of the way of it. Foster was only 2 for 13, and now she moves back to the slap-hitting left side. With the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, changeup taken low. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hilligus coming in against Decorah was 6 for 12. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. No score runner at first and nobody out here in the first, and the pitch outside for ball 4. So Hilligus up to second, Foster down to first, and Kirby Meyer to the plate. As Charles City threatening here in the top of the first inning. Meyer at .388, 7 doubles, no triples. 2 home runs and 40 RBIs, 3 for 13 with the double and 4 RBIs against Decorah. Here's Maria Hoyme bobbling the ball at second base of a 2-hopper. She'll throw on to first base to retire her fellow second baseman. With Hilligus moving to third and Foster moving to second on the play. And Mara Forsyth will bat for Charles City. Last year in the playoff game between these two teams, she was 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. They all came off of Lexi Shelton as that one hammered down the left field line, but a foul ball. Oh boy, that one was scorched. Forsyth got around on it, but couldn't get it between the chalk. It's no balls, 1 strike. She's had a very solid season. .427, 14 doubles, 1 triple, 5 home runs, and 30 RBI. The 0-1 delivery inside, missing on the fastball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Decorah playing on a diamond that they have won 4 of their last 5, including a playoff win over Clear Lake last year. 1-1 delivery well high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. You have Amanda Stout on deck, 372 and 6 home runs. But she hasn't done as much damage as Forsyth against Decorah as the pitch taken low. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. So a walk here probably wouldn't be the end of the world. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. 3-1 the pitch, swung on and a little number towards third. Stahlberger fields the lightly hit ground ball, and it's across the diamond to Alcock for the putout. So a big second out there as that one lightly hit by Forsyth. Stahlberger made the catch. Hilligus was right behind her and had no chance to go after the throw. So 2 down and 2 on for Amanda Stout. No score here in the first inning. Stout will look at the first one high. It caroms away from Hoyme, but to her left. And that won't allow Hilligus to move up. It's 1 ball, no strikes. As Stout hits 372, 9 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, and 26 RBI. She was 2 for 12 against Decorah pitching this year. The pitch inside. It got away from Hoyme. Hilligus coming down the line from third. Shelton is going to get her in a rundown. Shelby Stahlberger goes after it, applies the tag, and out of all that, the Vikes get out of the first inning. That's where wildness worked out to the effectiveness of Decorah. The ball got by Hoyme behind the plate. It caromed right to her. Hilligus got halfway down the line and tried to put the brakes on and go back from there. Hoyme threw to Shelton, who threw to Stahlberger, who ran her down, and 1 hit and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Charles City nothing, and Decorah coming to bat. And the Vikes will bat this way. Leading off will be the center fielder, Tori Hartman. Batting second, the left fielder, Lindsey Smith. Hitting third in right field is Chelsea Twait. Hitting fourth, the pitcher, Lexi Shelton. Hitting fifth at second base is Maria Hoyme. Hitting sixth at third base is Shelby Stahlberger. Hitting seventh, the catcher Cassie Hoyme. Hitting eighth, the designated player Jenna Iverson. Batting ninth at first base is Becca Alcock. And Peyton Jurlid, the shortstop for Decorah. That lineup will face Biz Wolf, who was 0-1 against Decorah this year. She threw 9 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Overall in the season, 2-5 with a 1.41 ERA. She's hitting opponents hitting 221 against her, 54 and 2/3 innings, 59 hits. She has given up 44 runs, but only 11 of those have been earned. 37 walks and 18 strikeouts. And Tori Hartman, a .310 hitter with 2 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 14 RBI will come to the plate. She was 2 for 13 against Comet pitching. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. 10 days ago, she had about 6 rockets off her bat that went right at Comet defenders. No balls, 1 strike to count on Tori Hartman. And the 0-1 delivery swung on, rolled to the right side, picked up there by Kirby Meyer, and on to first base to retire Hartman. 1 down here in the first inning. Michaela Chambers in left, Jackie Foster in center, and Shea Etherington in right for the Comets. Steph Berry at third, Mara Forsyth at short, Kirby Meyer at second, Amanda Stout at first, Hallie Hilligus behind the plate, and Biz Wolf in the circle as Lindsey Smith looks at a strike, 0-1. Smith at 308 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. The pitch to Lindsey swung on and missed at a changeup. Had her well out in front, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Biz Wolf, the sophomore for Charles City. She's the daughter of Charles City assistant principal Larry Wolf. Moved in from Owine last year. 0-2 delivery. Here's a chopper to the third base side. Playing the long hop is Steph Berry, and she'll throw on to first base to retire Smith. And there's 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on, and Chelsea Twait to the plate. Twait ended up tied for third in the Northeast Iowa Conference in home runs with 6, 296, 4 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, and 19 RBI. And the pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah had 2 of their 14 wins this year. against Charles City. Then they've won 10 of their last 15 coming in as the next pitch taken high. It is 2 balls and no strikes. Charles City on a different direction in their last 15 games. They are 4-11 in their last 15. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the pitch inside, 3 balls, no strikes. In fact, the Comets had lost 7 in a row until defeating Crestwood in the regular season finale. The 3-0 delivery taken low for ball 4, and Decorah has their first base runner. Chelsea Twait gets the base on balls, and Lexi Shelton will bat. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Shelton at 283. 11 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 19 RBIs. The 1 home run did come on this field 10 days ago. 2 for 11 with a home run and an RBI against Comet pitching, and the pitch taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. Wolf ready, and the 1-0 delivery well high. 2 balls, no strikes. And that's 6 straight out of the zone from the right arm of Biz Wolf. Pitcher against pitcher matchup here, with 2 down and a runner at first in the first inning of a scoreless game. Wolf ready, the 2-0, swinging a foul back to the screen. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Awaiting the winner of this game, Waverly Shellrock. A lot of members of their team are in attendance here tonight. Other side of this bracket, Clear Lake at Webster City. Winner of that gets Ballard Saturday night. Regional final Tuesday night at Iowa Falls, 2-1. Hot caroms out of the glove of Hilligus. By the time Twait noticed that, Hilligus had regained control. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike on Shelton. Wolf ready, and the 3-1 offering, swinging a foul back. That was a rise ball right at chest level, and Lexi hammered that one back to the backstop. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Twait will be moving at first base in a scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. Wolf ready, 3-2, swung on, popped up left side. Steph Berry at third is under it, and she will call and catch to retire the side. So a walk and a runner left. We are 1 inning complete in regional final softball. Decorah and Charles City are scoreless. Let's take a break for C.J. Huber, your Farm Bureau insurance agent. Amanda Stout will start things here in the second inning for Charles City. In a scoreless game in a 4A regional quarterfinal. The pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Every one of the 5 classes will be down to 32 teams by the end of the night. 1 ball delivery, swung on and missed. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming up tomorrow night in 3A competition, New Hampton will be at Cresco. One of these teams will play Waverly Saturday night in 4A competition. Pitch on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Amanda Stout hitting .372, 9 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. She was at the plate when Hilligus was caught in a rundown. As that one popped right in front of the plate, Cassie Hoyme from behind the plate will make the catch in fair territory just in front of the left or the right-hand batter's box. And there is 1 down here in the second inning. 1 down, nobody on for Katie Haft. Haft, 2 for 6 on the season. She also has a sacrifice. Shelton ready in the first offering. A check swing and a foul ball on the first base side. It is no balls, 1 strike. Shelton had a win and a save against Charles City this year. 10 1/3, 14 hits. 11 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks, 8 strikeouts. 0-1 delivery well high. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Beautiful night for softball. Temperatures about 80 as we start things here tonight. A little bit of breeze just to cool it off enough. The 1-1 delivery at the knees, taken for a strike on the fastball. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't ask for much better conditions. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Have tried to wait back, but waited too long on the off-speed offering from Shelton. And there is 2 down here in the second inning. No score for Shea Etherington. 133, no extra base hits, and 1 RBI. The slapper will take the first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes will charge with Stahlberger and Hoyme from third and second. Jurlid will play the middle of the infield. Alcock back at first, and Twait, the right fielder, actually playing where Hoyme usually would. Here's a slapper over the head of Stahlberger, and it ends up being a base hit. Exactly what a slap hitter is supposed to do. Pounded it into the ground, got it over the head of the charging Stahlberger. And a 2-out hit for Charles City here in the second inning. And the inning stays alive for Michaela Chambers at 194. 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBIs. She was 0 for 6 against Viking pitching this year as the first pitch taken high. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Etherington has not tried to take a base this year via a steal. Series of signs from Coach Brian Bolin in the third base box. It is 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch swung on and missed. Took a little something off, and Chambers out in front. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Shelton ready. 1-1. Runner goes, pitch taken high. Throw down to second base. Underneath the tag is Etherington. The throw was there, but Etherington got down just in time to avoid the tag. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now on Michaela Chambers. Wasn't too bad of a throw from Cassie, but credit the good slide of Etherington for getting that play in. The 2-1 delivery swung on and missed. On a nice pitch with some movement from Shelton. A little bit of off speed, a little bit top to bottom movement there. So the deuce is wild now on Chambers. 2-2 with 2 down. The pitch swung on, popped up, foul territory. Cassie Hoyme is under it, and she can't quite get there. Kind of bumped into the umpire that time and went over to her left, and the ball landed a little bit more towards her left. It was a little bit towards the first base side of the foul territory area directly behind home plate. So new life for Chambers, 2-2. The 2-2 delivery swung on a foul back, so 2-2 pitch, take 3 coming up. Good crowd on hand. Decorah side of the bleachers pretty full. Bleachers directly behind home plate pretty full, about half full. The bleachers behind third base. Here's a pop-up on the infield. Maria Hoyme is under it. She will make the catch directly behind the pitching circle from her second base position, and that's that for the second inning. 1 hit and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a scoreless game between Decorah and Charles City, regional quarterfinal softball. And let's take a break for Vic Seating and Plumbing. Four of the 7 members of the Northeast Iowa Conference will be still alive after tonight. New Hampton and Cresco will play in a 3A regional semifinal tomorrow night at Cresco. The winner of this one will play the Waverly Shellrock Go-Hawks on Saturday night in Waverly. Walk-on and Owine have been eliminated thus far, as Maria Hoyme will bat. 237, 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 10 RBI, and she'll look at the first one low from Biz Wolf. 1 ball, no strikes. Biz gave a 2-out walk to Chelsea Twait, but nothing else in that first inning. .1-0 delivery, swung on and a 1-hopper right back to Biz. She fields in the circle and throws to first base, but throws into right field. Hoyme will reach on the first defensive miscue of the night. Runner at first, and nobody out, and Shelby Stahlberger will come to the plate. Now Hallie Hilligus, as well as shortstop Mara Forsyth, Steph Berry, and now the entire infield will come in and try to settle down the sophomore pitcher. Just say you made a mistake. The windshield's bigger than the rear view mirror, and let's move on. And Shelby Stahlberger will be the batter. Runner at first. And nobody out. Stahlberger at 298. A double, no triples, no home runs. And 11 RBI. Stahlberger in from the right-hand side of the plate. The pitch inside corner taken for a strike. Is no balls and one strike to count. Up at third is Berry. Back at first is Stout. No balls, one strike, no sign of bunting for Stahlberger. The pitch taken low, throw down to second base, and Hoyme gets around the throw and the tag attempt by Forsythe. The ball barely got away from Hilligus as she had to scoop that one. But aggressive base running by Hoyme will put a runner in scoring position with nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 delivery is well high for 2 balls, 1 strike. So Stahlberger now with an RBI opportunity, bottom of the second inning. No score. Stahlberger now scoring to bunt, takes it inside for a strike. It's dropped by Hilligus, so moving up to third on the pass ball is Hoyme. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Berry back a couple of steps, but still in front of the bag at third. Infield at the other spots playing normal positions. 2-2. Chopper towards third, picked up by Berry. She's going to throw to the plate. The throw is low, and Hoyme in to score. And it's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. It was a one-hopper right to Berry. Hoyme was going on contact. Berry's throw was low and in the dirt and never caught by Hilligus. Reaching on the fielder's choice is Stahlberger. And Decorah with a 1-0 lead. As Coach Brian Bolin out to talk to his infield and battery in the circle, trying to calm down a defense that has made a couple of mistakes here in this second inning. Decorah drawing first blood, and they lead it 1-0. And Cassie Hoyme, who's been swinging a hot bat as of late, will come to the plate. Hoyme up to 225. 4 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 9 RBIs. She spent most of the season on the interstate, but has swung it well when it counted down the stretch here. As the pitch taken low outside from Biz Wolf, 1 ball, no strikes. Hoyme against Charles City this year was 3 for 6 with a double, 1-0. Taken high, 2 balls, no strikes. She did not play in one of the games. She sat out a couple of games, and ever since that, she's responded well. And her bat has heated up. Pitch taken high, and it's 3 balls, no strikes as Wolf having trouble finding the strike zone. 1 in, 1 on, nobody out, second inning, a 1-0 lead for Decorah. And Hoyme from the left-hand side will take the next one high for ball 4. That'll be the second walk for Biz Wolf. And Cassie will get a courtesy runner. It will be Riley Hubka at first base for Cassie Hoyme. Runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. And Jenna Iverson will bat. 1 for 9 with a double against Charles City pitching. 226 on the season with 5 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 18 RBI. The first pitch to Iverson on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Stahlberger, the runner at second, and Hubka for Hoyme at first. 0-1. Jenna squares to bunt, does so up the third base side, slipping and fielding is Berry, and Berry throws it into right field. Stahlberger will score. Hubka coming to the plate. Relay throw. There won't be one. It's 3-0 Decorah. Iverson did her job on a nice bunt up the third base side. Berry went down So one knee to field it, threw to first base, ended up throwing it into right field. Vikes able to score a couple of runs because of it, as the Charles City defense letting them down here in the second inning. A 3-0 lead for Decorah. And Becca Alcock, who had her best night offensively against Charles City a couple weeks ago, will swing and foul the first pitch back. No balls, one strike. Becca 2 for 6 against Comet pitching, but she had 4 RBIs, all coming in 7th inning situations, which were key in the victories, including a triple, as that one swung on fouled, third base side and out of play. So Wolf ahead of Alcock, no balls, 2 strikes. Vikes have gotten this done without the benefit of a base hit. 2 errors, a fielder's choice, and a walk here in the second. 0-2 to Becca, low and outside. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-0 lead for Decorah as we play the bottom half of the second inning. Wolf ready, 1-2, swung on, popped up left side. Underneath it is the shortstop Forsyth. She goes 2 steps onto the outfield grass to make the catch. And there's 1 down here in the second inning. So 1 down, a runner at second, 3 in. 3-0 Decorah, bottom of the second. Top of the order for Tori Hartman, who grounded to second her first time up. Wolf ready, first pitch, grounded foul. Past T.O. in the third base box, no balls and 1 strike. Wolf ready. Gets the target from Hilligus, and the 0-1 is a rise ball high. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Still only 1 out in the inning, and a runner in scoring position with Jenna Iverson. A ball and a strike, and the pitch swung on, hammered towards short, caught there by Forsyth. She dives to the bag, and the double play is recorded. Hartman again hits it on a nose against the Comets. Forsyth there to make a heck of a defensive play. She dove to the bag, and Iverson doubled up. But the Vikes score 3 without the benefit of a base hit. 2 errors and nobody left. We head to the top of the third inning. It's a Decorah lead of 3-0. And let's take a break for Burning Rock Products. Top of the third inning we go. Comets out hitting the Vikings 2-0. Comets out erroring the Vikings 2-0. Decorah leads in the stat that counts 3-0. It'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the Comets here in the third. Steph Berry, a .235 hitter with no extra base hits and 2 RBI on the season. The first pitch is taken on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Offense is helped out. Lexi Shelton well. Now she can have the confidence to go to the circle and throw strikes. The pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One, low and outside for 2 balls and 1 strike to count. In all 3 games between Decorah and Charles City, both Hartman and Shelton have thrown. The 2-1, Athanasian for a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Steph Berry. Two and 2, swinging a foul off the mask of Cassie Hoyme, and back to the backstop. 2-2 the count. Hallie Hilligus will start the second trap around the order next. The pitch goes high. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Berry now. Three and 2 the count. Shelton delivers, and the pitch off the end of the bat, fielded at second base by Maria Hoyme, and throws on to first base to retire Steph Berry. 1 down and nobody on here in the third inning. And Hallie Hilligus will start the second trip around the batting order. Hilligus with a slap single in the first. First pitch to Hilligus, slap towards short, and a backhand catch made in the air there by Peyton Jurlett, and there's 2 away. Two down, nobody on. And Jackie Foster to the plate. And the pitch goes high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Foster drew a walk in that first inning. It is 3-0 Decorah here in the third. The pitch in there for a strike. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Shelton looking for her first 1-2-3 inning. The pitch slapped towards the third base side and in between Stahlberger and Jurlid for a base hit. So Foster gets a 2-out single. A runner at first and 2 down for Kirby Meyer. 3-0 Decorah. We play the bottom of the third inning. Meyer grounded to second her first time up, 0 for 1. Runner goes, pitch taken low, throw down to second base. Not in time. The throw was right into Foster's slide, and as Maria Hoyme tried to catch it, it was kicked away, but not enough to warrant runner advancement. 1-0 on Kirby Meyer, who has 40 RBI. As the pitch goes inside, it's 2 balls, no strikes to count. 2-0 the count with 2 down. Two-0 swing and a chopper foul. Third base side, 2 balls and 1 strike. So now the Comets have a runner in scoring position and a young lady with 40 RBI at the plate. Among the conference leaders in that category, 2-1, and the pitch taken low. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 from Hartman. With Forsyth on deck, here's ground ball towards third, fielded on 1 hop by Stahlberger, on to first base to retire Meyer on the side here in the third inning. Third straight inning with 1 hit and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah. And let's take a break for Jason Solon, your Farm Bureau insurance agent. Bottom of the third inning we go. A 3-0 lead for Decorah. Mike's got all of those runs on no hits in the second inning. 2 common errors playing big factors in that one, as it'll be hitters 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the third inning to face Biz Wolf, who has yet to give up a hit, has walked 2, and has given up 3 unearned runs. In fact, Biz this season, in 56 2/3 innings, has given up 47 runs. That's a pretty high total. But only 11 of those runs were earned. Lindsey Smith grounded to third her first time up. A 2-hopper to Forsyth at short. And she'll throw on to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third inning. So 1 down, nobody on. And we should remind you that by virtue of a coin flip, Decorah is the home team. Chelsea Twait takes the first pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Twait walked in the first inning. That's the way they do it in the postseason. They flip a coin for home and away. The 1-0 taken high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 from Wolf to Twait. 2-0 delivery, swung on, fly ball, deep left field. Chambers retreating about 15, 20 feet in front of the track, or the front of the fence, and she will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Twait got a lot of it, but got way too under it for it to go a ways. So 2 down, nobody on. And Wolf will look for the first 1-2-3 inning in this game as Lexi Shelton will bat. She popped to third in, the first 0 for 1. She grounds towards third, fielded on 2 hops by Berry. Throws on to first base to retire Shelton, and that's that in the third inning. A 3-up, 3-down inning. We head to the fourth. It is a 3-0 lead for Decorah. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. 3 innings are done, and Tori Hartman coming into the game for Decorah. Hartman moving from center field to pitcher. Lexi Shelton moving from pitcher to center field. Shelton 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Tori Hartman throwing now for Decorah. She had a win, a loss, and a save against Charles City this year. On the season, she's 7-8 with the .338 ERA. Opponents hitting .184 against her. 91 innings, 79 hits, 44 earned runs, 61 walks, and 78 strikeouts. Or, let me check the eyesight again. 108 strikeouts. The 108 strikeouts was tops in the Northeast Iowa Conference. Hartman will face Mara Forsyth, who grounded to short her first time up. 3-0 Decorah here in the fourth, and a home run cut, no contact. On a rise ball from Hartman, no balls, 1 strike. Pitch, swinging a foul at the plate. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Stout and Hafe to follow in an offensive timeout asked for by Coach Bolin in the third base box. Based on the swings that Forsyth has taken in the first 2 at-bats, perhaps the conversation is you're not going to hit a grand slam with no one on base. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch, a rise ball high. Forsyth thought about it and thought better of it. 1-2. Hartman has thrown 10 1/3 against Charles City, giving up 6 earned runs. 9 walks, 9 strikeouts. 1-2 high again. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 the count. On a beautiful night here in Charles City, the 2-2 delivery, swinging a foul back. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to count again to Mara Forsyth, the cleanup hitter. Last year, Charles City ended Decorah's season in the regional semifinals on this field. The 2-2 delivery, that one a changeup slipping out of the hands of Hartman, and it's 3-2. 3-2 the count. Hartman trying not to lose fourth this side after getting ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Some low hard heat from Hartman, and she strikes out the first batter she faces here in the fourth inning. 1 down, nobody on for Amanda Stout. 3-0 Decorah here in the fourth. Pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Stout fouled to the catcher in the second inning, 0 for 1. 1-0 delivery at the knees and for a strike from Tori. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count with 1 down. Comets with a hit in each of the first 3 innings. There's a foul tip into the glove of Cassie Hoyme behind the plate. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Winner of this goes to Waverly Saturday night. 1-2 with 1 down. The pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. And the pitch again. Outside corner taken for strike 3. So Hartman strikes out Forsyth and Stout to start her tenure in this game. And Katie Haft, who struck out swinging against Shelton in the second, will bat. 3-0 Decorah here in the fourth. The pitch taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. Hartman ready, 1-0. Swing and a miss. is 1 ball, 1 strike. A 3-0 lead for Decorah. The 1-1 delivery. Outside corner taken for a strike, and it's 1-2. Hartman looking for Decorah's first 1-2-3 defensive inning. The pitch taken low, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Deuce is wild on the number 6 hitter in the Comet lineup, Katie Haft. Only 6 at-bats coming in. Pitch swung on and missed. Hartman strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, halfway home in this regional quarterfinal. Decorah leading Charles City 3-0. Let's hear from Wicks Construction. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah. 2 Charles City errors led to the 3 runs in the second. Inning started with Hoyme reaching on a throwing error, a stolen base of second. A pass ball got her to third. Stahlberger hit a fielder's choice that Steph Berry at third threw home. Hoyme got there before the throw was completed, and that made it 1-0. After a walk to Cassie Hoyme, first and second with nobody out, Jenna Iverson sacrifices. Steph Berry throws it into right field. Stahlberger and Hubka score from second and first respectively on the throw, and that is where we sit. As the first pitch taken for a strike by Maria Hoyme, no balls, 1 strike. Reached on an error and scored in the second inning. This is the same part of the order that got that Decorah rally going, and Hoyme hitting the left leg just beneath the knee with the pitch. So that's the second time in 4 frames that Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on, and Shelby Stahlberger will bat. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. As that one looped into center field, and it'll land for a base hit. Hoyme will hustle to second. That's the first base hit that Wolf has given up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Brian Bolin out of the third base dugout to talk to infield and battery. Coach Olson and Coach Huber will take advantage of the time to talk to runners and hitters, and Biz Wolf is going to be lifted from this game. And Megan Rathler will come in to replace Biz Wolf. We'll tell you more about the changes after we hear from Hubden Oil. Megan Rathler, the freshman, coming in to get Biz Wolf, who is out after 3+ innings. She only gave up 1 hit, 3 unearned runs. She walked 2, she hit 1, she didn't strike out anybody. Rathler 4-5 with a 2.58 ERA, and the pitch to Cassie Hoyme is a strike, 0-1. Hoyme walked, and her courtesy runner Hubka scored in the second inning. 3-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the 4th. Hoyme bunts up the first base side, and fielding it at third base is Steph Berry, but she doesn't have a play. A little bit of miscommunication between Berry and Rathler on who was going to pick it up. And Hoyme gets a bunt single, so the base is loaded, and nobody out here in the 4th inning. And Jenna Iverson will bat. She sacrificed, reached on an error on that play. 2 runs scored in the second inning. A 3-0 lead for Decorah as we play the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch to Iverson is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 2 runners on base, Hoyme and Stahlberger, still the responsibility of Wolf. Rathler has Hubka as responsibility. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Healthy cut, no contact for Iverson. One swung on, sprayed foul. Third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bases loaded, nobody out, fourth inning. Decorah trying to break open a 3-0 game. Popped up left side, left field. Chambers is under it, and Forsyth, actually the shortstop, will make the catch. They're going to send Hoyme to the plate, and Hoyme is tagged out. Forsyth made the catch about 5 steps onto the outfield grass. Hoyme tagged at third at the instruction of Coach Olson. But Forsyth threw it to the plate, and bases loaded, nobody out. It's turned into first and second with 2 down. And Becca Alcock to the plate, and the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Alcock popped to short in the second inning, 0 for 1. She has 4 of her 6 season RBIs against Charles City. The pitch swung on and missed. Nice drop ball from Rethler. And it's no balls and 2 strikes now. 0-2, taken up. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Rethler trying to get Charles City out of a jam here in the 4th inning. One, 2 with 2 down. Pitch swung on, fouled straight back and out of play. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rethler against Decorah this year, 0-1, 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. 1-2 delivery, 1 hops in there. And now it's 2-2 on Becca Alcock. Two and 2 the count. The pitch high and tight. Now it's 3-2. Stahlberger the runner at second. Hubka the runner at first. 3-2 the count with 2 down. And the pitch swung on and a ground ball to the right side. Picked up there by Meyer. She'll throw on to first base. And Alcock retired. The Vikes had the bases loaded and nobody out. And Charles City able to get out of it. We head to the top half of the 5th inning after 2 hits and 2 left. We head to the top half of the 5th inning. It is a 3-0 lead for Decorah. Let's take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Just heard from the great folks at A&J. They're the sponsor of the Insurance Runs promotion. Every time the Viking baseball or softball team leads in the 6th inning or beyond and scores another run, it's an A&J Petersburg Insurance Run. Every time that happens, $20 donated to the Decorah Viking Athletic Booster Club. Bottom third of the order to face Tori Hartman here in the 5th inning with the Vikes leading 3-0. Getting out hit 3-2. Getting out errored by the Comets 2-0. Shea Etherington got a slap single her first time up and looks at a strike from Tori. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 delivery, grounded, picked up by Hoyme, who was playing up in the slap-hitting defense, and she'll throw on to first base to retire Etherington, 1 down. Hoyme was basically in front of the pitcher in that slap-hitting defense and fielded the hot shot. 1 down, nobody on. And Michaela Chambers will bat. She popped to second her first time up, 0 for 1. She bunts straight in the air. Hoyme coming over towards the first base fence, and she will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down in the 5th inning. Tori Hartman came on after Lexi threw the first 3. She has retired all 5 batters she has faced. And Steph Berry will bat. She grounded to second her first time up. Tried to wait back on an off-speed pitch and waited too long. Swinging and missing. No balls, 1 strike. Decorah got all 3 runs on no hits, 2 errors, a fielder's choice, and a walk in the 2nd inning. 0-1, swinging a foul back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Nothing in 2 with 2 down. We're in the 5th. A 3-0 lead for Decorah. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and for the 2nd consecutive inning, Tori Hartman knocks down the side in order. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Decorah 3 and Charles City 0. Let's take a timeout for Dick Cavalier and Troy Whitehill, your Edward Jones representatives. Bottom of the fifth inning we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah. Vikes got all 3 runs in that second inning. Hoyme reached on an error, stole second. Pass ball got her to third. A fielder's choice got her home. Berry at third fielded a ball off the bat of Shelby Stahlberger. Throw home, didn't get her. After a walk to Hoyme, it was first and second, nobody out. Iverson bunted. Berry threw it into right field. Iverson ended up in second as 2 runs scored, and it's a 3-0 lead for Decorah as Torrey Hartman takes the first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order here in the fifth inning for Decorah. Hartman grounded to second in the first and lined into a double play in the second inning. 0-4-2. The 1-0 delivery swung on and a ground ball towards left and a base hit. And after hitting the ball very hard many times against the Comets on this diamond in the last 3 games, Torrey finally got one to roll through. So a runner at first and nobody out. Lindsey Smith to the plate. Grounded to third in the first, short in the third. 0-for-2. Pitch to Linz. No sign of bunting as she'll look at the first one high. 1 ball, no strikes. Berry close at third, expecting the bunt. Stout playing even with the bag at first. 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss at a change. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Lindsey Smith. Decorah now with 3 hits to even Charles City's total. The Comets with 3 errors. The pitch goes outside as the Smith showed her first sign of bunting there. Correction, the Comets with 2 errors. New series of signs from T.O. and the 2-1 bunted right in front of the plate. Rethler's going to throw to first base with Stout covering. 1-3 on the sacrifice throw to second. Hartman stays on the bag. So Lindsey Smith does her job, getting her 4th sacrifice bunt of the season, and Hartman moves to second. Now the team co-leader in RBI, Chelsea Twait, will come to the plate. Walked in the first, flew out to left in the third. 0-for-1 officially. 3-0 Decorah. We play the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch is low outside for 1 ball, no strikes. Winner of this goes to Waverly Saturday night. Loser of this calls it a season. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. And the pitch swung on, hammered towards left field, and a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Hartman. She will score without a play as Twait will move to second after a bobble out and left by Chambers. It's a 4-0 lead for Decorah. As Chelsea Twait gets her 20th RBI of the season. And Lexi Shelton will come to the plate. Shelton popped to third in the first, grounded to third in the third. And the first pitch high from Rethler, 1 ball, no strikes. The first 3 runs were charged to Biz Wolf. Rethler giving up the first earned run of the night by a Charles City pitcher. Swung on, driven, right center field and deep, and that ball is one hopping against the fence. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Twait. She will score. Shelton will be in at third with a triple, a 5-0 lead for Decorah. First triple of the season, RBI number 20 for Shelton. So the moment after Chelsea Twait reaches the 20 RBI plateau, Shelton follows her 2 pitches later to that level. A 5-0 lead for Decorah. And Maria Hoyme will come to the plate. She's been on base twice after a meeting between the infield battery in the pitching circle. 1 out, runner at third, 2 in here in the 5th inning. A 5-0 lead for Decorah. Hoyme reached on an error, scored in the second, hit by a pitch in the 4th. Rethler delivers, and the pitch on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. The ball's 1 strike, and the 0-1 delivery swung on a ground ball. Left field and a base hit. Shelton will score on the RBI single by Hoyme. The hit parade continues for Decorah, and it's 6-0. Hoyme with her 11th RBI of the season. A 6-0 lead for Decorah. And Shelby Stahlberger will bat. Stahlberger reached on a fielder's choice in the third inning as that one blooped out in the left field, past the diving Forsythe and into left for a base hit. The fifth hit of the inning for Decorah. Stahlberger now 2 for 3. And the Vikes just finding where the Comets aren't. Here in inning number 5 is Coach Brian Bolanton out to talk to his infield and battery. Terry Olson and Sherry Huber talking to the runners and the hitters in the third base box. Rethler will remain in the game as Cassie Hoyme will bat first and second. 3 in, 1 down, fifth inning, a 6-0 lead for Decorah. Cassie's been on base twice, walked and scored in the second, and singled in the fourth. The pitch to Hoyme is taken up. It is 1 ball, no strikes. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECRadio.net. Darren Swenson from Charles City tonight. The 1-0 delivery is taken outside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. This is 4A regional softball. Decorah leading Charles City 6-0. Out hitting the Comets now 7-3. Comets out airing Decorah 2-0. Smacked up the middle of the base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Hoyme. The throw to the plate, not in time. A 7-0 lead for Decorah. 5 straight hits for Decorah here in the fifth inning. As Cassie with RBI number 10 on the season. Stahlberger moves to second on the play. Hubka gets Cassie's courtesy at first base, and Jenna Iverson looks to keep it going. A 7-0 lead here in the fifth as Iverson takes the pitch low at Karams away from Hilligus, so 2 runners will move up. Stahlberger moves up 60 to third. Hoyme to second base. It's a 1-0 count on Iverson, who sacrificed, reached on an error on a play. 2 runners scored in the second and popped to short in the fourth. That one smacked into left field and a base hit. Scoring is Stahlberger. Stopping at third is Hubka. RBI 19 on the season for Jenna Iverson. It's 8-0 Decorah. So a 5 spot here in the fifth inning for Decorah. And it appears that Biz Wolf will be coming back into this game. And we'll tell you about the changes here in a moment. 8-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Let's hear from Hacker Nelson CPAs and Business Consultants. Biz Wolf, who started the game for Charles City, will come in and try to put out the Viking fire here in the fifth inning. 7 hits, 6 consecutive hits, and 5 runs here in the fifth for Decorah. RBI single for Twade, RBI triple for Shelton, RBI single for Hoyme, RBI single for Cassie Hoyme, and an RBI single for Jenna Iverson. Tess Olinger going to run for her at first base. 8-0 Decorah, still only 1 out here in the fifth inning. And Becca Alcock to the plate, popped to short in the second, grounded to second in the fourth. Wolf delivers, the pitch taken high, 1 ball, no strikes. The pop out was against Wolf, who through the first 3+ innings only gave up 1 hit, 3 unearned runs, 2 walks, 1 hit batter, and no strikeouts. The pitch swinging a foul back. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Becca Alcock. Hubka sitting at third. Olinger running for Iverson at first. 1-1 the count. With 1 down here in the fifth. The 1-1 delivery swung on, smacked to the left, and a fair ball. Hubka will score. Olinger will stop at third on an RBI double by Becca Alcock, and it's a 9-0 lead for Decorah. Alcock with 7 RBI. 5 have been against the Comets this year. And Tori Hartman will bat, and if Tess Olinger gets home, this one will be done early. Hartman started this fun earlier this frame with a single to left. She scored. She's also 1 for 3 on the night. Wolf delivers. The pitch to Hartman is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Still only 1 out here in the fifth inning as Decorah leads it by a 9-0 margin. Wolf ready, the 1-0 offering. Taken high, 2 balls, no strikes. First base is open here, but least of the concerns for the Comets. They just need a couple of outs right now. 2-0 the count with 1 down. The pitch swung on and ground ball to the third base side, picked up by Barry. She'll throw to first to retire Hartman. The run will score, and that's a Viking victory. Decorah makes quick work of the Charles City Comets tonight, winning tonight's game by a 10-0 margin, scoring 7 here in the 5th inning. On 8 hits, and they leave 1. We'll be back with the totals after this. After we hear from Plan One Financial, Wintersheet Mutual Insurance, Dr. Kelly Reagan, Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, and Decorah Tire Service. Totals on tonight's ball game: Decorah 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 4 left. Charles City with no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 3 runners left. Winning pitcher Lexi Shelton, she goes to 8-9. The save goes to Tori Hartman, her second. Biz Wolf, the losing pitcher, 2-5. So Decorah moves on at 15-17, and the Comets will call it a season at 13-17 tonight. Many people to thank for making this broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Viking fans, we know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score tonight: Decorah wins it 10-0 in 5. We'll be with you Saturday night as we head down to Waverly Shellrock as the Decorah Vikings will play in the regional semifinals against the Waverly Shellrock GoHawks. We'll have it on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECRadio.net. Our coverage will begin at around 6:50 that night. So for our entire KDEC sports team, for Mark Merrick, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long from Charles City. Decorah 10 and Charles City 0 in 5 innings. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we will talk to you again come Saturday night.